Uh, so today I'm going to talk I'm Kwan Yun, and I'm going to talk about the features of neural network, mostly the stable diffusion UNet features. So this is the table of contents, the features and GAN features and the diffusion features. Yeah. The features are information that outcomes from the neural network layers. It can mean any type of network that makes the features. It is not only it is only the internal output to be passed to the next layer, so it does not have any intention for achieving other purposes. However, one of the earliest attempts to use this D feature was to explain the black box of the neural network. Methods such as VGGNet perform very well, even compared to the human on classifying at that time, and people wanted to know how. So people tried to see what maximized the activation of a certain class or features. What they found was that early layers look for the small segments such as lines, dots, circles, etc., while higher level features sees the components such as yellow curve for the banana and other stuff. For these reasons, people try to use the feature map of pre-trained network as a loss function. Since pixel-wise calculation does not consider the perceptual informations as humans, even a pixel shift may result significantly different. Rather seeing the pixel itself, feature map help to see the internal and higher information. Not only the classification model, but also the GAN discriminator, pre-trained VIT with self-supervised image encoders such as CLIP or Dino, or even diffusion UNet features has been searched for use of these perceptual laws. Another line of research is the style transfer, which use the feature map for transferring the style while preserving the contents. So I'll move on to the GAN features. So GAN features has also been utilized in many fields. Semantic segmentation was one of the primary tasks done with these GAN features. Figure is one example, dataset GAN by Zhang et al., which upsample and concatenate all the GAN features during generating the image to train the auxiliary MLP model to synthesize the class label to generate the semantic segmentation. There are some details and additional insight, but the core is simple. Get all the features, concat, and train the simple MLP for the semantic segmentation. It also has been used in the different tasks such as dense correspondence, key point detection, and depth estimations. Also, extracting sketch utilizing GAN features may be a good approach since GAN features has well-aligned rich information, and extracting sketch draw parallel to most of domain adaptation or stylisation method, which usually exaggerate the shape or shift color of original face, while sketch extraction has to delete most information of a texture while remaining the semantics by abstract line. Also, this way, we can make output channel in wanted way, such as 1D, which more fits to the sketch.
I have a question.
Yep.
I think I missed it, but what was exactly the GAN feature referred to? Like, how is it different from just deep feature that you talked about?
There's no difference. It just where it came from. So what I said about the what I referred as a GAN feature is features that came from the GAN model. That is no difference with the other features. So yeah. Okay.
I think it's the difference between generated features and the what is it, like the extracted features from the images.
Mm,
Sorry, it was hard to hear you.
Okay, so is it better? All right. Okay,
Yeah,
so
better.
GAN features are generated. However, in the classical like neural network model such as ResNet, extract the features. It's not generated from the bottom, like from nothing. So I think that's the core difference between the generated GAN features and the deep features that Kwon is talking about.
I think the most difference is where the deep features are from encoder and the GAN features are like from the decoder. Since GAN and other GAN generative models are using decoder as a generator, so I thought the difference was where the feature is extracted from either encoder or decoder.
yeah, I think both Kwang-gyun and Shihan is right. And what I think there is no like exact way to like discriminate. It is again features and it is not the deep features. And what I thought was that the GAN feature can be one of the deep features rather than like one being it and not another. And but what I have explained before as a deep features was yeah, from the image or the output that encodes something, and the GAN feature has what I explained here is to make something from the noise or latent. And I think you are all right. Yeah. So yeah. So then I will move on to the diffusion features, mostly the unit features during the denoising steps. So before moving on to the features, the diffusion models are the generative models that generate image from the noise with iterative steps. For models like DDPM, it denotes to generate the full image, while LDM denotes the latent of VAE. Also, I will briefly explain the unit of the stable diffusion, which performs the denoising, which also called the backward process. First, since it is the unit variant, as you can see, the model has shape of unit, decreasing the width and height while increasing the channel size until a certain level and increase. In this unit, there are resonant layer followed by self-attention layers, and afterward, the cross-attention layers comes. The resonant layers generate the overall structure, while the cross-attention layer gets the prompt for the condition for conditions. As you can see in the right, the token comes from the prompt and work as a key to make the attention map and multiply to make the output. Since this cross-attention layer is the place where the prompt comes in, people try to edit image by prompt using these informations. For example, prompt to prompt, Hertz et al. Tried to edit image by swapping, refining, and re-rating of cross-attention block. This shows that the image generation can be controlled by replacing the cross-attention modules, which controls the semantic while not changing the overall structure. Rather replacing the cross-attention layer by generation, plug and play replace the residual features and self-attention layers to make the overall structure same, but leaving the cross-attention part so that it still follows the information from the prompt. This shows that overall structures come from the features of residual block, and self-attention makes the correlation. These figures are visualization of top 3 components of each features. From these features and previous to literature, we can find out that fine-grained control over the genetic structure can be achieved by manipulating the spatial feature during the generation process. Self-attention layer, representing the affinities between the spatial features, allows to retain fine layout and shape details. The cross-attention is formed by association of spatial feature to word prompt. This allows to capture the rough regions at the object level. One other thing that we can notice from looking at these figures is that from the lower layer, which is the lower part of the unit, makes the course information. And as you can see in the layer 1 or 4, they make the course information. The course information is activated. And in the higher layer, the fine information is made. We see the difference in the spatial feature in the layer 11, where it tries to define the difference in information in object for the fine details such as texture, while self-attention map rather consider on the fine layout and the shape. However, one more consideration is needed. In what time step do we replace the features? In the prompt to prompt, if we change all the features in the time steps, it tries to follow the source image too much so that it cannot maintain the prompt car here. As you can see, without injection, they make a cat riding a car. And as you inject more and more, it makes the car to the bicycle following the source image. But if you fully inject the features, the made car looks more like a bicycle as the source image. So prompt to prompt choose to make the injection time step to be the user parameter so that user can choose the amount of injected features. While plug and play use all the time steps while injecting the features, the ResNet features is constrained to the layer 4, where coarse spatial information is made, but not the fine information or texture to be injected. As you can see in the here, they use the feature layer 4 and attention injection. But if you inject all the feature also, the rest of the features, it makes the image more related to the source image in the details of the structures and even the textures.
So is full injection always desirable?
So full injection is not always desirable for the image editing task, because this is more likely to be a photo of a silver robot in the snow. And this is more following the source image, which is not the wanted photo of a silver robot.
But in above example case, like a full injection produce the best result.
Sorry?
The
Pardon me?
example above
Yeah.
case, like a full injection seems to have the best result.
The task is the editing to follow the prompt from the source. This is the source image. The task want to preserve this source image information, but wanted to make a photo of a silver robot in the snow, where it
So I mean,
yeah,
I mean the example
Yeah.
above, like a hurts at all case.
yeah.
Yeah.
So full injection, but the thing is they want to replace the bicycle to the car. So this does not look like a car.
Okay.
I think maybe this one or this would be the optimal that user have to choose, like user want to choose. So
Okay.
this is they made it to the user parameter to choose what
Yeah, I thought the
time
last
step. Yeah.
example was the like a
Uh,
bicycle shaped car, but then yeah, it's a
Yeah.
bicycle, it's not a car. Okay.
yeah. So they wanted to change the bicycle to the car. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for asking. And I'll move on to the next slide. So choosing the right feature is important thing for designing the model for the downstream tasks. In Prasnik et al., they used the self-attention based shape localization for object variant images. In Kanye et al., they used the cross-attention and self-attentions for segmentation. However, for dense correspondence, spatial information, not the broader semantic meaning, is important. These two literature use the ResNet features in different ways. A tale of two features use the unit features and the Dino V2, the self-supervised trained image encoder for the dense correspondence. Hyperfeatures by Luo et al. Aggregate the features from the multiple time steps. So, yeah. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and I will get the questions.
In the two previous slides,
Previous
you
slide.
said you wanna extract diverse sketches with one example. So,
Yes.
So how is it possible you have only one example, but then how do you extract diverse styles with one
I-
reference maybe?
I didn't, sorry for wrong information. I mean, not one for diverse, but each different styles for one for style. I mean,
Oh, okay. Each example
Yeah.
describe each style.
yeah, right.
Okay, not one example produce diverse styles.
Yes, right. Yeah,
Okay, okay.
one for each.
I have two questions. So first, what is the takeaway message from this presentation? And second is that what is the like essential, how could I phrase this? What do you think, what was the benefit of using diffusion feature compared to other like extracted features from features from Dino or ResNet?
First thing is that it uses a much more data set during the training, so it can interpret or denoise in it can separate more information from models such as ResNet or other classification models. And with the Dino, it is also trained with the large image dataset, can have the different features such as in this paper, Tales of Two Features, they try to find what is the difference with the diffusion features and the Dino features. And what they found is that the diffusion feature has more spatial information, well explained spatial information, and they have the they know where the object has to be, and they know how these objects are made of. But while the Dino features have more semantic informations. So I think using both information can be better for some tasks, I guess, but there is a more space to search for diffusion features and the Dino features.
Okay, and could you answer the first question? What is the
So-
takeaway message?
So takeaway message is let's use this good information for your research.
This is just my thought. So you said Dino features are much better at capturing semantics, but in the end, if you think about semantics, it could be something global or something local, and usually local information are the geometric features and maybe the styles. But I believe Dino can also capture those, but I think the architecture of the denoising unit and the Dino, I'm not sure what architecture they use it in Dino, but if it is like a transformer, I believe like maybe there's some gap between the transformer features and the the convolution features. So I guess maybe that would be something also kind of interesting to see in the end.
I agree with you. Thank you.